Rusty's Crypto Cave here. Got to do my weekly startup of the Supra just to keep the DIMO rewards going. Got to give her a few seconds to run, let her connect, and then we'll be good. Just got to make sure we get qualified in the app and all that type of stuff. But going to be heading out to the shed, do some winter snow prep. We have a storm coming starting later today into tomorrow. Not sure how much we're going to get. We might be on 2 to 4 or something like that, but it could be 4 to 8. Who freaking knows? So, but I want to get the car started just because the DIMO rewards get distributed tonight into tomorrow morning. So I want to make sure I get qualified because the car gets parked for the winter. Don't really drive it much. I used to keep it in the garage, but can't keep it in there with the side-by-side and the Harley. Not enough room. I need another garage, bigger one. But we should be good as far as this goes. So let's head out to the shed. Alrighty, we're out here at the shed. I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last year. And pretty much, actually I need to just realize I need to grab one more bag. I only grabbed 3. So I'm going to put bags around. God damn, these are fucking dirty. But basically put plastic bags all around the vents, just to kind of block them off, restrict the airflow. You can hear the fans in there ramping up and stuff. Because it's actually 27 degrees outside. And we are sitting at 66 inside. And we get the red brake crept at about 55, sitting at 31, 47. So we definitely have room on the blue breaker, but don't plan on using much more power. 2080 Ti's are still shut off. Everything else is still up and running. That CMP card rig is still on Zealous, and then this guy is on Celeste AI. And actually, one of the things I want to try, I'll probably do it with try it on this one first. Motor City Miner, I believe it was, had videos where he let me point that down a little bit. Instead of having the fans pushing through on those PCP SP cases or whatever they are, the Gen 1 Octaminers, I'm going to give that a whirl with this too in the winter because I don't really need the push-pull configuration during the winter. And it seems like the fans will ramp up on both of them, this rig and that rig, that they do ramp up and get kind of noisy. I don't really need them cranking away. So I'm going to try just having the pull, just pulling the air through from this side, remove the fans in the front, see how that works. Just to get some, basically essentially see if it's enough to cool the cars down, running less fans. So it may have to leave this end one on the front here, just because that will help cool the power supply, because the power supply is on this end. So that is a possibility. But I don't know. We'll see. Give it a whirl, see if that works. Because this one, since it is on Celeste, it's more of like a Kapow variant, I think. It's our algorithm. So this guy is probably pulling close to 2,000 watts, whereas this one on Zealous is probably only around 1,000, if that, somewhere around there. So it's definitely not pulling as much power, but it is definitely blowing the air through. That one is definitely, even though this one's cranking with a higher power algorithm, it's much colder air coming through it, so because it's pretty much sucking the air right down to the bottom. I haven't replaced the batteries in these thermostats in a while, so I don't know what the hell the temperatures are in here, but it's, you can see that probe right there is at 63, so it's not really all that, not too hot in here, not too cold, but temps drop even more. It'll probably even temps will drop even more, so it'll get colder in here. So yeah, we're gonna get working on that today, see how that works out, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I think these fans are the ones that keep ramping up and down. Yep. They get kind of noisy. You can hear them around the back of the house when I had the dogs out, so. Don't think the neighbors could probably hear it that much. They probably still can, but they're not super close, so it's probably not big of a deal. I'm just kind of seeing if it, when they spin down, how much difference it makes. But yeah, we'll get working on these, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we got the plastic bags all over the bottom vents. As you can see, definitely need some freaking cleaning in here. There is cobwebs and spider webs and whatnot all over the place. So I need to get out here with the shop vac and do some major cleaning. A little too chilly out here to do that now, but although it's, I mean, it's 60 something to shed now, but it's still cold out. But temp went up 1 degree, so I don't know if that really made a difference at all, but we do have some heat coming off the 3080s. So, and actually I think I switched up what I was going to do. I think I'm going to leave this one go with the fans push and pull, doing both front and back. And I think that guy is the one I'm going to, just because looking at those fans I have mounted on the inside, those are going to be a royal pain in the ass. And have to basically remove all the cards and stuff like that. So what I think I'm going to do is remove most of the front ones and do it that way. We just got 3 in the back. We have this one in the front, so I think I'm going to try leaving this one here blowing through the power supply, removing these 3, and then just using the ones in the back pulling through. We're going to give that a whirl, see how that works. And just because it seems like these fans just keep ramping up and down, no matter what I have them set at in MMPOS. So we're just going to give that a whirl, see if we can save a little bit. It'll probably save a little bit of power, not much, but and the other thing I was going to bring up too, actually, you see how that S19, the red light is blinking, like there's an error? It's still hashing. I can't log into the dashboard, which I'm not sure what's going on there with the Brains OS board, but it is still hashing away. It's on the pool. Been doing that way for actually a week or 2 now, if not longer. And same thing with the Epic control board. It all happened when it got really cold, and so I don't know if something got boogered up in there, but they're both still hashing. They're both reporting to the pool. Yeah, don't know. So I did power down. I didn't power them down for an extended period of time, but I did unplug them, let them sit for about 20-30 seconds or so, and then plug them back in. And still the same. Still go back up to hashing, but I still can't log into the dashboard. So I don't know if the control boards took a shit or what the deal is, but they're still both hashing away. I do have other control boards. I have a Xilinx board for this guy, and with Brains on an SD card, and I have the original AM Logic board for that one. And then I also have the original board for the S19K Pro. Same thing with the J Pro Plus. These 2, and then the IB-Link BMK3. Those guys are still sitting there. Didn't do anything with them yet. But let's get messing around with this CMP rig, and you hear those fans ramping up again. No, it's not that cold, so they don't need to be ramping up. And I was messing around with different settings inside the software, and it didn't seem to be working. So who knows? Let's mess around with it. It's more, everything is just kind of annoying me that I can hear the fans spin up and spin down, and it's not that hot in here, so I just want to see how it runs with just the fans in the back. So let's give that a whirl. Alrighty, got her back up and running. Front fans are off, so it's just sucking air in through this way. This guy's still pushing through with the power supply and stuff. Power supply does have its own fan, but I always get some cooling going through there. So we'll see how this guy runs. This is the rig that is on Zealous. So, yeah, definitely some dirt in there. Still left the foam inserts in between the cars just to force the air kind of in through there. But as of right now, seems like it's working all right. Refreshing MMPOS here on my phone. It's at 68 degrees in the shed right now. And if we look at some temps, 39, 41, 41, 43, 43, 41, 42. So yeah, temps are still good. That is on the first one. I think I'm going to try that one too. Why not? Didn't take that long. We'll give that one a whirl as well. See how that works, just running the fans in the back. And actually, power usage, that one was like 55, 56. So now it's more like 54. Well, now it's quite to 56. Back down to 55. So it does kind of bounce over, but it does seem that it dropped a tiny bit. You would think it would have to drop some, because I'm guessing these fans probably use, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 watts a piece, I would think, in their full bore. So, yeah, we're going to let that run for a while, see how it works. And maybe just keep that set up for the winter, and then as summertime comes, go back to the push-pull setup. Because it doesn't take all that long to swap things around, so I think that might be the ticket. So let's get on to the next one, and we'll be back. Alrighty, the front fans are removed in this guy as well. As you can see here, still a train wreck of wires. Just the veteran miner cables that he sells probably won't work for this one. He might have to make some special ones for this cable. So I'll have to deal with that for now. But now we just got the 3 fan cables running to the 3 fans in the back. Same thing as the other one, this guy in the front, pushing for the power supply. So this one will be more interesting because this one is using almost twice the power as the other one. So we'll see what the temps are in this guy. Let's get her fired up. Alrighty, she's booting up. Gonna give her a few minutes and see what we get. Should probably get the phone handy just in case the temps start to skyrocket, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, we're back in POS. I don't know what that was. There's a beeping. Beeping is usually no bueno. Right now the fans are pretty much cranking at 100. Big. See if we're hashing yet. Not yet. I would think it would have started hashing by now. I may have to go in and hop on the computer and see what's wrong with it. Yeah, 'cause we're not getting up and hashing right now. It says miner down, so it doesn't say miner offline. Let's try a reboot. Give her a reboot and see what happens. Alright, still on the shed, just did a reboot. Everything looks like it's alright, hashing away. Let's check out some temps. Still look like in the 30s and 40s, but I did just start hashing, so we are pulling 1700 watts. We're up in the 50s, 40s. Temps in the shed. 68. Fans are cranking at 100. They didn't spin down yet. Just noticed I plugged it in for the blue breaker and not back to the red one. That's all right, not a big deal. So far, we'll do one last temperature check and I think we're going to call it good. Temps are definitely a little bit higher. They are in the 50s, some of the 60s, but it's still good. So I'm okay with that. Worst case, if it does start to get, if we do get a warm day or something like that, it'll pop it onto a lower power algorithm. But for the time being, I'm going to let her hammer away here on some Celeste AI, and we'll stack some of that. But for now, I think that's it for this video. And just a little bit of snow prep, just in case. I'm not sure how much we're going to get, just didn't want to get sucked through the filters, get moisture in here, so. And then we swapped, or removed some fans, basically, just because we don't need them all. But anyway, until next video, we'll catch you later.